Hello, it's the 6th of October 2017. We've been doing a fair bit of harvesting in the last week. We dug up all the potatoes, the main crop potatoes, which had died down. The harvest was rather disappointing because all of them have scabs. The majority of them have holes with slugs living in them, and a large proportion of them actually had been excavated by a rodent, which I suspect was a rat. We've taken out the remains of squashes. All that's left is these cereal plants, some of which are definitely barley. I might try harvesting those. I've taken all the Giganta beans. That's the last of the Giganta beans. All the corn's gone. The French beans, I'm leaving them to grow larger and seed now. In a week or so they'll be all brown and papery and full of lovely fat beans. The Gigantica, as I think they are, I've been harvesting those as they dry off. I don't want to leave them forever because it's been raining too much and they just get mouldy. There's still a few beans growing up the sweet corn. Lots of rather beautiful Brussels sprouts, if I do say so myself. Oh, and there's whitefly everywhere. The polytunnel's completely overrun with them. It must be something to do with the very mild weather we've been having all summer. And these beans that my sister sent that had been harvested from Mount Hokkaido in Japan, I'm pretty sure that they must be soybeans. Look, you get two beans in a pod, they're all hairy. They're definitely a soybean type. It was lucky we had such a long warm summer to ripen them off, because they're still ripening now in October. So these are what they look like. When they're not quite ready, they're kind of reddish. But when they're ripe, they're black as ebony. Aren't they beautiful little round beans? The turnips are looking good, but sadly they taste disgusting, so we've been giving them away. One more courgette coming along there. It's only little at the moment. I had no idea this physalis would take over so much. I only put 2 plants in. It's full of these little lentil-shaped flowers. Now I've grown them, I'm not sure what to do with them. They don't taste that exciting. I think people use them to decorate plates. The chickweed's taking over in the orchard. I need to come in here and pull it all up and put a layer of wood chippings down. Naughty doggies in the playground. Hello. The other run of beans I'm also leaving to make beans for drying. There's such a lot of weeding to do. Golden beetroot. The rats don't seem to have eaten those. Fingers crossed. The thing about rats on the allotment, I have to make clear that my previous rat was in the back garden, not on the allotment. So it's nothing to do with that. And I think it's because in the last year, 3 people have set up chicken coops. It's suddenly become fashionable to keep chickens, and I'm sure there's a lot of chicken feed attracting rats, and this, as well as the neighbour at the bottom of our allotment who throws over all her leftover dinner, supposedly for the foxes, but I bet the rats take their share as well. So not much we can do about all that, I guess. This is part of my squash harvest. We had such huge numbers. We had 36, I think it was, or was it even 46 butternut squashes. There's some of them. Some more here. We've given a lot away to the church already. They've got, some of them have got a strange sort of, like a virus or something growing in the skin. I don't know if that will affect their keeping qualities. It probably will. It is a shame about the potatoes. I don't know why they're scabby. Maybe because we planted them in the same place they were the year before last. Maybe because we put too much manure in the ground. Who knows? We'll try again next year with perhaps fewer potatoes, so we'll be able to dig them up earlier and not leave them in the ground so long, and the rats won't get so much of a go. It was astonishing how those rats had actually tunnelled under where the potatoes were. You couldn't see any tunnels, but you could see all their teeth marks They'd excavated our huge hollows. It was definitely not slugs or mice. Anyway, so you win some, you lose some. We've got plenty of stuff to keep us going through the winter anyway. See you next time.